If you're working in your organization and you're trying to sell Scrum, you're probably trying to sell the wrong thing. Your business does not care about the tools and techniques that you use. They care about the valuable outcomes that they get. And in order to maximize the valuable outcomes, we need to ensure or enable that everybody's going in the same direction. We need as many people that are working on our thing to be working together towards that common outcome. And Scrum is designed to enable an alignment on value, right? Scrum gets everybody going in the same direction. We have two mechanisms for that in Scrum. One is the sprint goal, right? That gets everybody on the team aligned on what it is we're going to deliver for the stakeholders during this next iterative cycle, right? Let's say it's a 2-week sprint. In these next 2 weeks, what are we going to deliver for the stakeholders? And it gives the stakeholders something to look forward to, something to engage with. It's almost like the Scrum team's marketing of that thing that we're going to deliver in the sprint goal to the stakeholders so that they come to the sprint review, they engage in the product, and we build the highest possible, even more value, right? A higher possible value because they're engaging closely with what it is we're creating, how we're creating it, and here's the value that we said we would create. Now, a sprint goal doesn't have to be the whole sprint. It can just be some of the sprint, right? So you should be able to achieve your sprint goal in a sprint. It should be reasonably normal that we achieve the sprint goal in the sprint. If it's not normal for you, you need to figure out how to make that normal. But the other mechanism is a higher level of alignment, which is the product goal. And the product goal ensures that the focus of everything that's going on is towards a particular outcome. Think of if you give people two things to focus on, if you give a group of people two things to focus on, each person in that group will decide which of these two things they're going to focus on themselves. And it'll probably be based on whatever interests them the most because they're making the decision. They're making the decision about what the most valuable thing is. Whereas if we have one singular focus that we're working towards, then everybody works together towards that one thing and we get a more collaborative, more flow towards that singular outcome. And then once we get to that outcome, or at any point, we can decide to change what it is we're going towards, but we have that one singular outcome. So in order to sell Scrum in your organization, you don't actually sell Scrum. You just are successful and deliver value. You maximize the value of the work of the people working on the product. You deliver the most value to the stakeholders. And then the stakeholders will be interested in what it is you're doing. About why are you creating all this value? What is it that you're doing that the other teams are not? And that's when you can start introducing those additional concepts and how you can sell Scrum in your organization.